In this exercise video, we're going to be going through how to do a lateral band walk with an X pattern using a TheraBand. This is different than the lateral band walk with the band that's looped around your knees or ankles. This is a little bit different than that style. And what you're going to need is a really long piece of a flat band. This doesn't work well with a TheraTube, the ones that are more cylindrical and skinny. You really need something to be flat like the actual TheraBand. So get a nice long piece of that band, and you're going to first just rest it on the ground so it's laying flat. And then you're going to get your feet hip width apart on that band with very little to no tension between. You want it to be flat, but you don't want it to be stretched between your feet. And you want the band to be around the middle part of your foot. So your pinky is here, the band should be right, kind of wrapping around the very top of the pinky down towards the heel area. So it's kind of around the outside of the kind of ball of the foot area in this forefoot. Then you're going to stand up, hold on to the bands in each hand, and then crisscross. This is where that X pattern comes in. Holding onto your edge of band. Now we have opposite hand holding the opposite foot, the foot side of the band. And then we have this X pattern in front of us. Now you're gonna keep your arms kind of locked in towards your sides, kind of squeeze your shoulder blades down and back to engage some of your core and postural muscles, and keep that core nice and tight here. What you're going to do is, keeping this tension, you're going to take side steps with that band around your foot. And you're going to do this very slow and controlled to try to avoid a lot of tilting of your torso or any dropping of your pelvis. We don't want to be seeing anything, a lot of movement here. So that's going to stay really steady from the waist up as you do this motion. And you're making sure that you're bringing the foot completely off the ground with each step. So you don't want to be sliding on the floor. You have to really lift off of the ground. And we're making sure that the feet stay parallel towards each other the whole time. So you don't want your toes to start deviating in like this or overcompensating and go out. Got to keep those feet parallel. So we're using a lot of ankle and foot muscles to make sure that that band stays parallel. And so this is going to help work on some coordination through the whole lower extremity, working on some stability of the foot and ankle, as well as strengthening the hip and some core work. So this is a nice exercise to do for all of those reasons, but to make sure you don't have too much tension on the band, which could cause it to break, you want to make sure you have a nice long piece. So err on the side of being extra long, and then you could always choke up if you need to, but you want to make sure that you have a really long piece. Otherwise, if it's pulled too tight, there is a risk of it breaking, and that's not good for you. So use a nice long band and work on that posture and core, trying to keep everything stable as you're taking those side steps. You want to think slower, the better for this exercise.